Gene Sherrard here. Welcome to our online-only feature, Seattle Now and Then 360. Each Now and Then column is accompanied by a 360-degree video, which we invite you to explore while listening to an audio recording of the column itself. Quick note, our then photos are positioned directly above the now location. This week, Fred Hutchinson, baseball hero and cancer center namesake, born 100 years ago. Here's Clay Eels with the story.
Time was, the name Fred Hutchinson stood for baseball excellence. You could not grow up here and escape the Hutch legend. Often, as a child, long pre-Mariners, I stood in the cavernous foyer of 6 Seattle Stadium, now a Lowe's home improvement store in the South End, looked up and admired Fred's portrait high on the wall in the Seattle Rainiers' Roll of Honor. Today, Hutch signifies cancer research, and the pioneering Seattle Center, founded by his surgeon brother Bill, that has borne Fred's name for 44 years. Employing 2,700 scientists and staff, the Hutch memorializes Seattle's first baseball star of national stature. If he were alive, this hometown hero would turn 100 on August 12th. In late 1999, the Seattle Post-Intelligencer named him Seattle's Athlete of the 20th Century, and the Seattle Times rated him second only to a more recent phenom, Ken Griffey Jr. Fred's deep local significance is disproportionate to his short stints here in a professional uniform, and minor league at that. One year was as a pitcher, his Cinderella season of 1938 post-Franklin High, when he went 25-7 for the Pacific Coast League's Rainiers, who had changed their nickname before that season, and 1 year plus half of another as a manager, again for the Rainiers in 1955 and early 1959. Still, he was the classic local boy made good. His big league success, notching 95 wins as a pitcher and managing Cincinnati to the 1961 World Series, plus the respect accorded his alternately gentlemanly and fiery persona, gave him a lasting impression. The perseverant Fred also could turn a phrase. "Sweat is your only salvation," he once told columnist Emmett Watson. After his death from lung cancer in 1964, sports writers created the Hutch Award. It did not hurt that the namesake's nickname felt both informal and virile. One original criterion for recipients, long ago discarded, was manliness. The award grew into one of the Hutch's biggest fundraisers. Our then photo captures Fred at a peak of his popularity, the day before the Rainiers' 1955 home opener. This 1:30 p.m. rally at World War II-themed Victory Square in front of the soon-to-be razed Metropolitan Theater, circa 1911, on University Street, celebrated Fred's return from Detroit. After being traded to the Tigers following the 1938 season, he split time between the majors and minors for the next 3 years. Then he missed 4 years during military service during World War II. He returned to the Tigers in 1946, pitching in the majors through the 1953 season, the last year and a half as player-manager. He retired as a pitcher after the 53 season and managed the Tigers for a year in 1954 before returning to Seattle. Even the most hopeful fans could not have forecast Fred's craftiness in shepherding a Rainiers team to the 1955 PCL crown with no 300 hitter in the regular lineup for the full season, nor a 20-game winning pitcher. In this photo, before a sea of adoring fans, mostly male, mostly fedoraed, and on a stage crowded with business-suited players, the Barclay Girls Can-Can Troupe, and the Jackie Souders Orchestra, Fred is a Where's Waldo figure. Can you find him? If you give up, we'll help you in the caption. In our first then photo, Mayor Alan Pomeroy is at the microphone, and Seafair Queen Carol Christensen stands center stage at this April 18, 1955 rally. Left of center, behind team owner Emil Sick and his trademark bowler, Fred Hutchinson peeks out. For IDs of others on stage in this photo, see this feature at seattletimes.com. For our second then photo, Fred is in a 1955 Rainier's hat, and to salute the 100th anniversary of Fred's August 12, 1919 birth, the Mariners will present Hutch bobbleheads to the first 10,000 fans on Sunday, July 7th at T-Mobile Park. For our now photo, family and friends of Hutch gathered along University Street between 4th and 5th Avenues at the Metropolitan Theater site, now the drive-through entrance of the Fairmount Olympic Hotel.